So, what is your plan for today or tonight?
As soon as he is available, I guess that we should peek in on. Well, they don't have a hospital. Where were they taking?
They took
Mr.
him to
Carpenter?
the clinic.
There's a clinic.
Yeah.
So remember,
No,
there was a number of things we were thinking about.
Yeah.
Also
One was that mysterious room at the church,
Yeah. Now we have to wait until tonight to do that, though, right?
like at just before midnight. Yeah, when we'll break in and see what's
do
going on.
do we want to investigate the circles also?
Oh yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Well, we sort of debated that because I'm not sure.
Or the estate where you
Didn't
came
you
out
guys
of
wanted to go to the
portal?
house also to how Carpenter's house?
Yeah, I figure we can talk to him once he's available and get his permission so that the other guy will let us in. Assuming that word gets around the town enough that he
And we
doesn't think we're
still
just making up an excuse.
and we still had the idea to go to some people still have the idea to go to visit the Nelsons.
Who?
The
Maybe.
Nelsons.
Yeah, the Swedish people.
Oh, the
Nielsen's.
Nielsen's. Yeah.
Nielsen.
I want proof. We need proof that Carpenter Fogg is the guy that died. So we need this. We need to document everything so we can have a case. I'm thinking about the Nobel Prize that we're going to win. So that's going to be my focus, to try to prove and to document everything regarding Fogg.
And also, do you want to go during the day again to the forest? During the day? No?
Well, if we're going to go see the Nielsen's, we should go during the day, yes. Because if we go at night, we're just going to run into more issues, I think.
So where do we start? Or are we going to split the party again?
Well, anything we do investigatively, we want as many people around to document and
Okay.
but we we do need to cover some ground here. So I guess first thing we'll do once we get up in the morning and get some breakfast is go to the clinic. And then if we can get permission to see the house, then we can go see the house at any point during the day. So then we go hit the mountain early so we can get back early, right?
Okay. So the mountain and Nielsen's, it's for another day, right?
Well, no, we can do clinic, Nielsen's, and then after we get back from Nielsen's at night, we can do either Carter House or church, depending.
Is the church near to the Carpenter's house?
That's a good question.
Not really.
No? Okay.
The Carpenter Mansion is halfway to Lynch Bay, and the church is in the top.
Okay.
So the first thing is the clinic. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have your breakfast, and then you head on to the clinic, which is also in town. It's not a big clinic.
Yeah, it's on the map.
Yeah, it's on the map. It's a small place, but it's open. And when you get inside, there's a lobby, and there's a person on the lobby, and the person is this woman here. She's
You're up, Dr. Summers.
She looks at you with an inquisitive look and says, "You are not locals, are you? You are not locals."
No, you are very. How do you say when someone is very? You're very sharp.
Observant.
Observant, yes. We are from California.
California.
Exactly.
What are you looking
The
for?
Applied Neurocasualty Center.
Yes.
Yeah.
Show
I'm
show
Sorry,
them the badge.
neurocausality.
Oh,
Whenever Jacob sees that, I imagine him flashing a badge.
We weren't expecting any visitors today. Do you want to speak to Dr. Anderson?
Yes, we are visitors of Mr. Carpenter Fogg.
Oh, but yes, okay. So, but I'll have to talk to Dr. Anderson anyway.
Of course.
Just give me
Go
a
and
moment. She gets up and she goes into the building, the door behind her. And after a bit, Dr. Anderson gets inside. Okay, look for Dr. Anderson. Where is he?
Dr. Anderson, the father. The son hasn't returned to St. Claude in this
Yeah,
version.
there's no sun. Gmail. Okay, so after a few minutes, you see this gentleman here. Well, you have seen him before.
Mhm.
I don't think I've showed his image yet. So he meets you at the lobby, and he greets you. How are you? So Nurse Mitchell told me that you wanted to check how's Mr. Fogg.
yes, we just wanted to check in on him, see how he's doing.
Okay,
Is he,
so
is he lucid?
yes, he's okay. Is there anything else that you would like to know about it?
Well, what's his? I mean, I don't know how much you can tell us, but yeah, he's hale and hearty. I take it.
He's healthy. His temperature was a bit low yesterday, but today is very, very fine. His blood pressure is okay. His heart rate is okay. Everything is okay. We've done some blood tests. Everything seems okay. Of course,
No-
yes.
Nothing unusual?
Well, the only unusual thing is we have no idea who he is, and he doesn't know who he is, so there's some
Well,
problems here.
he is Robert Carpenter Fogg that
It's not-
went missing.
Well, Mr. Carpenter Fogg would be about my age, I think.
Doctor.
Yes, well, normally.
This gentleman is not my age. This gentleman, I'm sure, is in his 30s, probably.
Could you
So,
could
yeah,
you
it's-
indulge us by comparing dental records or something of that nature to see if you could?
DNA's. That's another thing I'm going to do, to talk to the sheriff. Yes.
Well, I can do DNA tests. I don't know if there's a way to check.
We will talk to the sheriff to get you some to see if we can get some samples.
As for dental records, well, I'll have to find dental records for Mr. Carpenter Fogg so I can check.
Excellent.
Okay, so come with me, please. He takes you to a bedroom where Mr. Carpenter Fogg is now sitting down and reading a magazine. He's very interested in the magazine. He's, absorbed by his reading.
Does he seem agitated or calm?
No, he seems very interested. He's a bit agitated, yes.
Okay.
Apparently, he's absorbing news of the new world.
Okay.
And when he looks at you, he starts pointing at the magazine. All these things are amazing. How technology has evolved. All of this is, hey man, it's pretty amazing. I wasn't expecting any of this.
Well, it comes with its trade-offs.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But what's the last thing you remember?
What do you mean? The last thing before I
Yes, before you.
Yeah, before all of this.
was just walking on the beach and I think I saw a light, a strong light, and it blinded me, and then I fell unconscious. So I guess it was the last thing.
But you didn't see a door or anything
No.
of that nature.
Smell anything? Sounds?
Well, the sound was the sea, and the smell the same thing.
Was the
That's
light
where I
over the water?
I think so. Yes.
So you don't.
I'll show him the map, and I'll draw a line between where we were in the woods and the Carpenter Mansion, and just keep it going out to the ocean, and ask him if the line out there on the ocean, if that is maybe where he saw the light at. Was it somewhere in that area?
I will have to look at that. Okay.
Which would be, assuming
no.
these are parallel. Yeah, I'm not sure if it will be at level.
No, there's no possibility because no. So the line would be like this.
Gotcha.
This is where you were. This is Carpenter Manor, and then it goes down. So there's no.
Okay.
It wouldn't be a straight line.
Has anyone before all of this happened? Had anyone talked to you about strange events, about your house, about the woods?
Well, the woods people have been talking about that for a long time. My parents always told me not to go into the woods after sundown.
Even in those days, that's a common sentiment today, not to go into the woods. It's been true at least since your parents' time.
Yeah, and my parents already told me that never go into the woods at night. But I never saw that strange things there. And my house was it was my home, just a normal place.
Normal place, nothing strange, nothing.
No
Strange appearances from strange people during the day or the night.
No, you had no. You mean ghost stories or something like that? No, nothing like that. It was just a common home. Well, you don't know that probably, but the story is only started after his death. So before
Yeah.
that was the.
Now
There were people living there.
The Thorntons had disappeared, but that was in the other woods, right? So because they disappeared in '65, and then the hiker disappeared in '37. Okay, so there are a couple of disappearances, and then both of the lighthouse things happened before he disappeared. Yeah, so that does get me off on a bit of a tangent, but I'm going to try to draw a line between where I disappeared and reappeared and the lighthouse. And if I draw those three lines, do they make a straight line, or do they?
Where it disappeared and what? The lighthouse?
Where I went through the door where the Carpenter house is and the lighthouse is.
It's again the same thing.
Okay.
Because the Carpenter Mansion is a little bit. It would be a straight line if not for the mansion. The lighthouse is kind of obviously you can draw a straight line from the lighthouse to the place where it disappeared, but the mansion is a little bit.
Gotcha.
higher than that.
Dang. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I can't shake the feeling that I was supposed to go somewhere else, and the house caught me. But.
Isaac, try to do that, but also include the church.
Okay.
The church.
The church.
Well, the church would be kind of.
Yes.
On a straight line between the place where it disappeared, but then and the Romero Mansion possibly, but the Carpenter Lighthouse is lower. So.
Gotcha. So the church, the manor, and the disappearance spot, those three
Yeah,
And that's
there's
where
a-
we suspect there are doors. Okay, so we're not completely off course. We're just factoring the lighthouse in when it probably doesn't belong.
And don't forget that there's probably also a door portal in the beach.
Yeah, and I bet it lines up with the lighthouse and something else. So
at this
Professor Erskowitz, I think we need to consider how are the ley lines
That was-
running in this.
great minds think alike, Dr. Summers. That was exactly where I was going to see if we could find a ley line map.
Maybe we have some ramifications, so it's not just one line, but we have like a spider web.
That's a good idea. Okay, so meanwhile, Nurse Mitchell comes inside and she says, "Doctor, there's a problem. Mrs. Bishop is calling. She says she's a little bit nervous. She's crying on the phone. She's saying something about her cats." The doctor says, "Well, you'll have to excuse me for a moment. Don't before he goes, he says, don't disturb him too much. He's still a little bit."
Oh, certainly. Yeah, and as soon as they leave the room, I'm like, Mr. Carpenter, would you mind terribly much writing us a permission slip to visit your house to continue
of course
this
you can.
investigation?
Yes, no problem. You can visit my house.
There's a caretaker there.
Oh yes, old Noah. I should go there and see him.
Well, I guess he was young, fresh Noah in your day.
Well, he was old already.
He was old then.
Yes.
Okay.
He's very old now. I'll give you a note for Noah. You
And
write
I'm going
something.
to tell him. Well, I understand this is a very unusual and challenging situation you are in. We are here to help you as
Yes,
much
sir.
as we can.
So I appreciate it, and I think no one else will believe me except you guys. So
Mhm.
I do appreciate your help. Whatever you can do. He gives you a note for Noah, and if you want something else,
For now, I think we're done, right?
Mhm.
I think so.
okay. So when you get out, the doctor is on the phone. He's saying, "No, Mrs. Bishop, I'm sure your cats will return. Nothing happened to no one is eating your cats, Mrs. Bishop."
There's no
Um,
credible evidence.
So, yes, there's no credible evidence. Okay, so you are going back to Romero's mansion. Oh, no, not Romero's mansion. Fog. Well, it's the same thing. They are next
Yeah.
to each other. The Fog mansion. Okay. Okay, so you get you're taking the car, of course.
Yeah. Now, should we go to the Fog Mansion first, or should we head out to go see the Nilsons in time to get out of there well before dark?
You're the boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm eliciting opinions before I decide. But I'm leaning that way.
I think the Nilsons is a good idea. Yeah.
Okay. Then, yeah, we will head to the hotel and get into hiking gear, including our two-way radios this time.
What
Don't
about
forget the thermometer. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take those out of the van, and I'm like, given last time, it's probably a good idea for us to put some mileage on these things.
So you are going to hike there?
Yeah, to where the Nilsons are. Yeah.
Okay. So
Isn't that a lot?
Or is there a trail? Is there like a
no,
little
you can.
road?
Well, you can take the car at least up to a point. You can take the car.
Gotcha.
So, given that they regularly have people come up here for a music festival and they have people come, I mean, do they not have a place that like rents ATVs and stuff like that? weren't those like 3-wheel death machines popular in the early 90s?
They were, and the 4-wheel version.
Yeah, but the 3-wheel versions were the ones that were everywhere. I remember that because they had the document. They had the news shows talking on TV about how people are falling over and breaking their necks. Well, yeah, it's because they only
wants a
have
muffler
3
through their
wheels.
Yeah, someone wants a muffler through their liver. I can tell.
But no, I'm just wondering.
You can take the car. That's no problem. You can take the car.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, then we'll take the car. Goodness.
Okay, so you go by the hotel, you pick up your stuff, and then you get on the car again and you drive over to the Nielsen place. Okay, so you have some information about where it is, and it's not really hard to get there because there's not much, nothing else there. Just it's the only farm. So
Yeah, and they come into town periodically. So if
Yeah,
someone at the
there's
hotel
a
can
road.
tell us if there's a really good trail, we'll use it.
yeah, they tell you, there's a road. It's not a road. It's not a real road, but it's a dirt road, so it's
Gotcha.
enough for the car. Okay, so you get there, and while you are approaching, you see that there are some buildings up ahead, but you don't see anyone there. Just the buildings.
And the
I'm going to
buildings, these,
sing Country Roads really loudly as we pack along.
are the buildings situated where the Nielsen's are
Yeah.
supposed to be? Okay.
This should be the place, and you see that the houses look pretty bad, but basically checks. So it must be this place. So basically, this looks like what's that? Psycho Ed Gein, is it Ed Gein, the psycho killer that inspired what's it called, the Texas Massacre.
Oh, this
Chainsaw
Texas
Massacre, yes.
Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, so you see a few houses that look like they belong in the Texas Chainsaw.
Oh, okay, okay.
Well, as long as it doesn't look like it comes
It doesn't
from the
look like
hills
Texas.
have eyes.
Yeah.
Well, the house from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is actually a bed and breakfast now. So,
Really?
yes.
I want to
think
go
it was
there.
originally it was originally and that's why they used it. I think is it was originally a funeral
Roadhouse
home.
or
Was it?
something, maybe? Oh,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think
Good
that's where the
drainage.
steel door came from.
yeah,
Yeah.
good drainage.
Yeah, but anyway.
So several houses like that. Some of them are worse, and some of them are smaller, and a bigger one. But yeah, that's basically.
And no movement?
Yeah, is there no one coming out?
There's no one here. So,
Animals? Dogs, cats, goats, cows,
you see, yes,
chickens?
chickens, yes. Goats,
Well, we
maybe.
got lunch.
And you hear something. Cats mewing.
Mm-mm.
Oh dear.
You don't see any cats. You hear cats mewing.
Okay.
Fr-
we
from-
don't
from-
see them.
from-
Are they coming from inside the house?
Inside the house, yeah.
Not exactly from inside because you can hear it loudly, so it's probably behind or something.
Okay,
Or you-
we'll go looking for what is inevitably going to cause a fear point. But
Yeah.
So you are approaching the house.
Felix, you run point on this.
Oh yes,
feel like
because
I feel like
Yeah,
you're a
yeah.
stable guy.
stable
Got
guy
most
with
of your blood inside you still.
with one fear point. Yeah, of course. I'll go ahead.
Okay. Are you going alone?
No, we'll follow behind him. But we
No,
do
yeah, I
want
was
to
about
make
to
sure
say,
whatever it
I'll
is
go
gets
with
him
you, but-
first.
Don't forget, my sin is wrath. So
Oh,
hopefully-
okay.
yeah. So I'm gonna sit here and smoke cigarettes and wish I had donuts.
Yeah, I like Ben because Ben likes me, so I'm going to send Felix to get.
Okay. So
You know,
do you
Yeah.
have
by cats.
do you have survival or something?
He's a biologist.
Or investigation?
I have biology. Yeah, I have investigation.
Okay, so roll investigation.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh. Oh, nice. 21.
Okay, so you start snooping around. You see that definitely this place is inhabited. There are people been walking around. You see places where they were. You see
Clothes drying.
yes.
Okay.
I don't like how looking around turned to snooping around almost as soon as the GM said it. So
You smell cooked food, maybe.
Mm,
Not good.
not
It
good.
smells,
Okay. Okay.
it smells like food. And you see a small what? A cage full of cats.
They seem they seem frightened, scared. They seem
Frightened.
and okay. So I'll go very gently and open the cage.
wait a
When you
minute.
open the cat starts
Okay.
Clawing
one,
at me.
no, they just start running away.
Zoom
Oh,
past.
okay.
Is this
Run,
like
Forrest,
a modern?
run.
Is this like a modern cage or is this like a hand built?
No, it's a very old cage.
Rusty.
Gotcha.
Yeah, extremely rusted. At this moment, you hear something. You hear like steps.
We just let someone's cats out.
They were caged. You don't do that to animals unless you want to eat them.
I'll defer to him on that and say no more about it. But
You hear another step, and then you see someone looking at you. Someone coming from one of the houses. He was probably hidden, but then he approached. You see,
A man.
yes, it's a man, but he's obviously he has some kind of mutation. His face is all messed up.
I'll lean into Felix and go. I thought sweets were supposed to be attractive.
Yeah, and blonde and
Well, he's
Well-
probably blonde. He's blonde and he has blue eyes, but his teeth are strange, and his nose is also strange.
okay. That's okay because he's European and Europeans have bad teeth. So
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna follow up with Felix. And go. I feel like the Blockbuster adult section has lied to me for many years now. Also, Budweiser commercials.
You also notice that the guy is very big.
Hello, sir. I'll say in a friendly manner.
He
Putting
looks
my
at
hand
you and he says,
I don't know that he
he doesn't seem to be Really
that he
speaking.
understand us or he can't speak. Or
Yeah,
something.
does he look like he might be sufficiently
That-
bad off that he's
is
Yeah.
is the his mutation, does it reminds me of something that I know from biology or any kind of
yes, well,
virus, bacteria,
or from a
Yeah,
casual
probably.
watching of the elephant
yeah,
Man,
in
something like
breathing.
yeah, probably inbreeding.
Okay,
Extreme inbreeding.
and we can tell if it is old or young, right?
Yeah, that's a bit difficult. It should be between his 30s or 60s, somewhere.
Okay,
He's an adult man,
My
not very
God.
old.
My God, the humanities department's gotten here first.
okay. So we should go or try to find someone else. Is he moving or he stopped?
He's moving towards you. He didn't stop.
Like he wants to hurt us or just walking casually?
Not yet, but maybe. Who knows?
Okay. I look at Isaac and say, "What now?"
Actually, no. If the one who would be raped, it would be Felix or
Do
Isaac. I
you
don't know.
speak
Who is the
Swedish?
fattest one there?
Maybe
Oh.
Isaac, because he's in his 50s.
Squeal like
I
a
was about
pig.
to say we know that Ben is as thin as a rail.
Okay, Felix. Squeal like a pig, boy.
My toughness is average, so yeah, I would imagine I'm got a little head to me.
He says again,
I think we should go. Isaac?
Yeah, I will.
Yes?
I will start backing away
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
points
Yeah,
at the page with a twisted finger, and he says, "Meow, meow, meow." Cats are looking at me now. Meow.
I'll
very
just
sorry about that. The lock was broken.
yeah, they just so you know they whatever.
He just he grabs the cages and he starts apparently crying.
Aw. Good, Felix.
Oh. Okay.
Don't be fooled.
Do
He
do
wants
you
us
have,
to let him out so he can eat us.
do
No,
we have,
Felix wants cats to be free to go on airplanes and stuff. He
do
was
you have
obviously
a-
about to take some long sea voyage. He gathered up his
Yeah.
pets for transportation, and you tampered with it.
okay,
Also, I'm very worried that this
Yeah, but-
guy may be crazy.
but it's better for us just to move along, don't you think?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
And don't draw any more attention to ourselves than we need.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we will try to make sure that we stand shoulder to shoulder so that Dr. Summers
Yeah.
is not immediately available.
Are you going-
Let's just start power walk.
Okay, so you start going back to the car, and then all of a sudden you see people emerging from their hiding places.
Uh-oh.
Several men, all of them holding rifles.
Oh, no.
Fuck. Oh fuck. Whose idea was that we should come here?
You know, I've forgotten exactly who initiated the idea, but, I think we can all just, blame ourselves later.
One of the
Let's-
men,
let's remain calm.
one of the men who seems to be less weird than the others, is not holding a rifle. He starts approaching the vehicle,
Hello, sir.
Hello.
and he says in English, with a strange accent, with a Swedish accent, "Hello."
Like the Swedish cook from the Muppet Show.
We're,
Not as much as that.
we're sorry. We're sorry about the cats getting out.
They were our food. They were our food. You stole our food.
We didn't steal your food. Your food just ran. We didn't.
Surely there's better food, and I'll just wave at the woods like livestock and such. Game.
The boy likes cats.
I'm very sorry.
Is he Haitian?
Kind of, but blonde. He's a blonde nation.
We have no credible evidence.
They'll arrest us when we report it.
Yeah, maybe we should just. We came to talk to you about the woods, but obviously we've gotten off to a poor start.
Don't go into the woods.
That's what we're told, but we're not told why. Do you know why?
Yes, the woods will kill you.
Have you seen have you ever heard of there being a door in those woods?
A door?
A door, yeah. That
No,
goes
there are
somewhere
trees.
else.
Doors, I don't know, but there are trees. Many trees.
Do,
And ghosts.
Ghosts?
Yes.
are they the ghosts of former residents?
Of people who disappeared here?
I don't know. Maybe Indians. I don't know. There are ghosts there. And monsters.
Yeah, I will take out my spiral notebook and write down, like
Who are you?
to check on the Native American.
You are not from town. I don't know you.
No, we're scientists from California.
What's that?
It's a state to the south of here.
I don't know.
San Francisco, Los
Uh,
Angeles.
Santa Barbara. Yeah.
Either of
I have no
those mean. Oh,
near the
Los
ocean.
Angeles.
Oh, okay. I know that. Yes.
I'll just say to Dr. Summers real low.
Movies. Are you movie people? I remember the movies.
Don't you want to try to take some reading of here with your device?
not-
No, I don't want to show these people my device.
I remember
It might
not
excite
movie-
them.
and Paul and Negri.
we're not movie people in that way, but we do make movies. And I will take out my camera and sort of, first I will point it downward because I've, traveled extensively in tribal areas. And then, once they're comfortable with it, kind of play it over the group that's amassed and kind of tape them for a little bit.
Are you
So-
doing movies here?
We're documenting our work.
We're
Why?
trying to see if these monsters and ghosts and doors are really true and to
And what could be done
see-
about them.
Yeah.
They are. Go away. Go back. Go back to movie land. This is not the place for you.
Well, we certainly didn't mean to bother you, so we will be going back now.
Yes. Go
Thank
back.
you for your advice.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
And we will get in the van and get the hell out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, they don't shoot you, so you can just.
I was very
Good.
nice of them not
Well.
to shoot us.
They seem nice.
No, they don't. My goodness.
Very
They seem
civilized people.
deeply alarming. But they're
What
not-
bothers me, what bothers me about this is not so much that we almost got shot. What bothers me is that the townspeople are right. And I hate that.
Why?
Exactly.
Because
We're
they're
from Southern California and we have degrees. Of course, the locals can't be right about anything.
Right. Well, and also, I mean, those people are so annoying about don't go in the woods. Oh, those. I thought for sure these would be normal people that they just have put in a box and
well,
treat like
you
crap
know,
because they're outsiders.
they're normal people. They're just a little bit mutated. That's all.
Indeed. It's amazing how they are still functional.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
They didn't eat us.
it takes a number of generations for humans to devolve to the point of inutility.
Well, imagine maybe
example,
there's some
I mean-
that are hidden.
For example, look at the crowned heads of Europe. They
Oh,
remained
yeah.
functional all the way up to the 1400s.
Like Charles IV of Spain. Yeah, even the paintings of him look like a nightmare.
Well, most of people of that area, they all were a little bit off.
Well,
But were they as inbreeded as these ones? Well, even the royal family?
The Habsburgs were.
I don't know. Perhaps.
Just look at the Portuguese king.
Yeah.
Very-
now we're just being mean. I feel bad. So
Well-
yeah, that was
I don't think there's anything, paranormal about these people. They are just inbreeded fucks.
no,
Yeah.
but it does confirm.
Exactly. Exactly.
It does confirm our theory, though.
Even
They're having concerns about the woods,
Yeah.
and if
yeah,
multiple
even
cultures
they're
have
afraid
the
of
same-
the woods.
Yes.
multiple cultures have the same taboo.
Yeah,
It's an
but
indication
now,
of a problem.
they're including also ghosts and monsters.
Well, I mean, frankly, so do the people in St. Cloud. They just don't say it that way.
Yeah, perhaps people of
I
St.
cannot
Cloud think,
believe they were eating the cats.
yeah, but
Eat the-
people of St. Cloud, they think probably the Nilsons are the monsters.
You're
Maybe.
going to. They are monsters.
That's true. They do accuse them of a lot of the disappearances, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's weird because they don't act like they have that kind of hostility.
Yeah, they're
They
just
they didn't try to eat us.
yeah.
They didn't really
They were
attack
eating
us.
the cats.
They
Yeah, but-
they were.
Yeah,
They were
but
eating the dogs. They were eating the cats. Yeah.
yeah, but
So-
that doesn't make them monsters.
No, it just I mean, unlike the Haitians, they won't then turn around and attack you with a machete.
Not yet.
Then I'm
Not yet.
surprised
Even
that a
better.
man of research would commit to such a concept with no credible evidence whatsoever.
We would need an anthropologist to actually judge them completely.
You
So
got to
maybe this-
remember that I'm one of these guys who sits in a basement eating donuts, drinking coffee, and smoking unfiltered Camels, and I'm looking at a wall with little strings drawn from pieces of paper
Yeah.
to one
Right.
another.
Yeah.
That's who
Oh.
I am.
You listen to
that
a
kind of
lot of Art
researcher.
Bell, I bet. And,
Exactly.
And I can't remember the guy with the big teeth in New York at the time. Oh gosh, what was his name? He was a like a kind of a shock jock guy.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking
It'll come
about.
to me eventually.
Yeah, because he's been out of the scene for a while now.
Yeah, but back then he probably would have been still going.
Now what? Now we're going to the state?
Yeah, and then at some point we'll, based on what we find there, we may have more of an idea what to look for in the church.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will truck over to get lunch if
And
anyone is still hungry, and then we'll go to the Carpenter Man.
yeah. Is the priest a person of interest?
The room is. Whether the priest is or not. I mean, certainly Dr. Summers had an incident with him that warrants some.
It was a weird experience.
Right.
Yeah, Dr. Summers probably is projecting.
Well, naturally, my assumption is that Dr. Summers had a brief flash of psychic intervention and
Yes, that
detected a thought that did the man no credit.
Made it clear that he's
I'm not
deeply
going to
evil,
reply.
whoever he
I'll
is.
that.
Next
Because
next time Gautier is wounded, he will need to find someone else.
Well,
I think
everyone.
what Felix is trying to say is that he credits the man's taste in women. I think.
Yeah, that.
maybe is
that.
what he.
And everyone knows that every man of the cloth it's upright. It's morally. It's are moral people.
At least
We
he
can
was thinking
trust
those
them.
thoughts about Dr. Summers and not about Ben, which is the other problem you have with a man of the cloth sometimes.
Oh,
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I rather you having their thoughts about Ben.
He's not a Catholic priest.
No, that's true. He's
Oh,
he's
okay.
probably he's probably like a Methodist or something. So he's just casually fornicating in
I
his
think
mind.
we established that he's Lutheran, right?
Yeah, Lutheran. Yes, that's
Lutheran. Well, then of course, yes. Yeah.
Okay, so after lunch, you go towards Lynch Bay, but not exactly Lynch Bay. You stop by the mansion, and at the moment there's no one there, at least not visibly. Though there's a vehicle parked there, but it's not next to Carpenter Fogg Mansion. It's near Romero's mansion, and it's probably the writer's vehicle.
Yeah, I'll let them know. That guy's a little strange. Although I think I probably caught him at a very bad moment.
Does anybody in this place have good moments? I mean, I walked in on the dispatch lady at the sheriff's department.
Oh, that, yeah.
You know, it's like, okay.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that. I mean, my working theory is maybe.
Oh dear.
Okay, so we knock at the door.
Oh, okay. So you were approaching the door when before even you knock at the door opens, and you see a very old black guy dressed in overalls.
Noah.
Who knows him? Oh yeah, Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you came back.
Hello, Noah. Yes. I don't. Are you a radio listener? Have you
Rarely.
heard the news?
I didn't. No.
Oh, Mr. Carpenter Moss
He's
is
back.
back amongst us.
He stares at you for a moment in silence. What did you say?
Last night, Mr. Carpenter Moss came back from wherever he was.
We can show you a sample of his handwriting if you want to see proof.
He stays silence for another moment and says, "Yes, show me."
I'll hand him the note.
He looks at the piece of paper and he starts crying.
Oh,
And
well, I'll pat him on the shoulder. It's okay, fella. He's at the clinic at the moment. If
If
Oh,
you want to
think-
go.
he might want to visit.
Where was he all these years? I knew he wasn't dead, but where was he?
Nobody
I don't think he
knows.
knows.
Yeah.
And when you see him, you should prepare yourself for a bit of a shock. He is
Yes.
not aged
A
in the
single
time
day.
he's been gone very much.
Oh my God, he's still young, man.
Yes.
He reads the paper finally when he stops crying. So who did find him?
Well, we did.
We
We were at the radio station, and
He starts hugging you all. Thank you
Okay.
for finding my boy.
Now, see, doesn't that make it worth it to Professor Gautier that he almost died in the ocean
I mean,
so that we could recover
put
that
it-
sleeve?
yeah, let's put it this way: it makes it fine to me that Gauthier almost got killed in the ocean in order.
Your blood sacrifice was worth it.
yeah. But don't
So can you
expect
take me there
for me
to
to
the-
do the same thing again.
I don't have a car. I can walk there, but
Well, yeah, I mean, we could give you a ride to the clinic, sure.
thank you.
But we were thinking if you would let us, well, we already asked Mr. Carpenter for us to do some study in the mansion. You will remember that our colleague Erskovitz just appeared here suddenly a couple of nights ago.
Yes, I remember that. Is this some kind of spooky thing?
Yes.
I'm afraid
Yes. Yes.
so.
yes.
We're
So
we're
what
hoping to make it
Benson-
less spooky by explaining it.
Well,
Yeah,
I know
what
that-
Ben suggests is
Strange.
that he'll give him a ride while you guys set up and start doing the research, and then
Oh.
Ben will come back.
Excellent idea. Thank you, Ben. And I'll hand him the key.
Before you go, during all this time, what happened to my colleague Isaac? Happened before? Someone appeared here suddenly from nowhere?
Well, only the hermit. But besides that, everything is okay.
Who's the hermit?
He points behind the house. Well, sometimes there's a mountain there.
A mountain where?
He points me. There's no mountain there, but he's pointing there.
Oh,
Is
but
it-
outside the house?
Is it Frost Peak? Does
No,
Frost
it's
Peak
not.
become visible occasionally?
No, it's not Frost Peak. Sometimes there's a mountain there. It's not here. The mountain is somewhere else.
I'll get him to point where he normally sees the mountain and make a note of that so that we can make some readings in that
But the
direction.
mountain is not here. I think it's in another country. I went there once or twice. Well, twice. And
You went out of the country to find this mountain?
I went there.
Oh, gotcha. You went there and
There was a trail. So there was a trail. I went up the trail, and I saw the hermit. I talked to him a bit, but he's a strange man. I was a bit
And how
scared.
long does the mountain stay when it comes?
Not much. 1 or 2 hours.
So you had to be in and out pretty quickly.
Yeah, I was there twice, but I wasn't. I don't know. It was strange. I talked to the hermit, and I didn't understand anything. But I'm a stupid man.
Do you remember the dates by any chance?
Not really. Not really. Years ago.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead, Ben, and take him. I'll walk up Dr. Summers. He says that occasionally in that direction, a mountain will appear, and that he thinks it's in another country. And that
Sorry.
twice he has gone and visited a hermit that lived on that mountain.
Well,
And
that's
it
another
stays
one-
for about
that's
2
another
hours.
one of our doors, right? There could be another
I'm
one of our
thinking
doors.
so. This. I wonder if this place is a.
Is a nexus?
Yeah. It seems like it has a lot, or somewhere along the transit line. And yeah, again, I think we need to figure out if there's ley lines intersecting here. So yeah, Dr. Summers, if you'll set up your field detection stuff, Felix and I can help as much as is needed. Just let us know.
I will. And I start. In this case, it's not just pointing. Probably I want just to have a range to read a wider space.
And also, yeah, let's scan the doorway to see if there's any residual energy there.
Of where you appeared, yes.
Right.
Find some readings there near the door.
I'll open the door to see if there's something.
Yeah, and
And,
I
in
will
the
be
meantime,
videotaping.
Everything is normal.
Yeah, I'll be videotaping the equipment so that we get video references of the readings that she's putting down, as well as where we're conducting it, just in case.
Well, the guys are starting out. I'll go ahead and run the guy over to Noah over to the clinic.
Okay, so you drive him back. During the drive, he keeps talking about the boy, his Carpenter Folk. And when we arrived there, yeah, well, it's just talking about how he was. He basically was the kid's tutor because the parents had died some years before, and for many years he lived in the house. He was a kind of butler and maid at the same time.
Oh,
So he
okay.
was very close. He was very close to the inheritor of the house, and he keeps saying
He was
that.
basically Albert. Yeah.
Yeah, he was Albert.
Okay.
Alfred, right?
Alfred.
Alfred. Yes. Alfred.
And he says that he found it very strange because he didn't feel that the boy had died, really died, but everybody said that he was dead, so he just assumed that he was wrong, but now he knows. And then
Well,
you
it
arrive at
sounds
the
like
clinic.
you were right.
You arrive at the clinic and you see there's an old lady crying at the lobby about her cats. And the doctor is trying to calm her down.
Okay. I have a funny feeling I know where her cat's got to.
Yeah, she's
Oh dear. I'm not going to say anything.
5 cats were missing.
So I say, Doc, Noah would like to go back and see Robert.
Oh yeah, of course. He greets Noah and then takes him to the room, and then he comes back and he asks it. So, did you find something?
Well, Noah identified his handwriting.
Yeah, I'm sure Noah will believe that scene. But let's see. Maybe. I don't know.
So, Doc, I realize that that's not conclusive evidence, but if Noah looks at him and says, yeah, that's Robert, if he says, yeah, that's Robert's handwriting, the evidence starts to add up, just letting you know. Anyhow, I better head on back to help the professors finish their work, and I'll be back to pick Noah up later.
Okay, thanks. See you later.
And then I head back to the house. Don't get in trouble
so-
without me, guys.
You were,
I don't make any
what were you
promises.
doing? What were you guys doing?
Perhaps start putting some sensors across the house.
Yeah, we were.
Especially in the area when this apparently the mountain appears.
Okay, so when you were heading that side, you see a dog outside. A blue dog barking.
The blue dog
Is that
again?
the same dog that we saw the other time?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'll go out on the porch and see if I can approach it without scaring it.
The dog doesn't run away, but it starts moving towards the back of the house and is barking.
Oh, does he come inside the house?
He just he approached.
He goes
the,
around the house. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's outside, and when we approach him, he starts
barking. I
walking
said, yeah,
in bark. Yes.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
say-
go. I'll go
I
around
think
the back too.
yeah. I think he wants for us to follow him.
Follow him,
Don't you
yeah.
think? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, it
let's
looks
go.
like that because he sometimes looks behind and barks. And
Okay.
I
Let's
will.
go.
I will also bring out my radio and say, Ben, are you coming back soon? We have the.
you
blue
were
dog.
saying that, but then you can't get anything, just static.
Oh, gotcha.
And suddenly you look towards the side where the dog is walking, and there's a mountain there.
Oh,
Oh, but a mountain
Yeah,
behind
I'm
the
video-
house.
There before.
I'm videoing this.
And the temperature starts dropping.
Do
And
I rec-
the vegetation doesn't look like the same. That
Does
was
it
there
look
before.
like Himalayas? I'll ask Felix. and
Yes,
Summer.
it does. It
Yeah?
does look like Himalayas.
No, yeah. Do you want to continue following the dog, or
Yes.
okay? So let's go.
So the dog continues walking, and the path leads to a river.
I will start a timer on my watch so that we know to be out in two hours.
Yeah, it's climbing, not a lot. You notice a strange thing about the river. The river is running upwards to the mountain.
Huh.
Okay.
I'll look at Dr. Summers and cock an eyebrow and make sure that I get a little video of that.
The dog
Preferably
keeps
with someone
moving.
not in reverse next to it.
And a couple of minutes later, he stops, and you notice that there's a man looking at him and standing inside the river, just ankle deep inside the river. And the dog is barking at him. The man is almost naked. He's just wearing a.
It's an old man.
You can't quite notice he's bald.
Mhm.
He doesn't seem to be young, but he doesn't seem to be too old as well. And he's not a Caucasian. He looks like.
Is he?
Is he a monk?
Yeah.
He could be a monk. Yes.
I'm guessing he's Nepalese or.
Yeah. It could be Nepalese.
Hello. I'll just start waving.
The man smiles and makes a gesture.
I'll give him.
Gets out of the water.
I'll give him like a two-handed prayer kind of namaste greeting.
He replies back.
Uh,
You keep approaching.
yeah.
Yes.
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 Okay, so when you are close, he says, and you understand him, though you don't quite, you aren't quite sure if he's speaking English or not, but you can understand him. Somehow you can understand.
Because he's subtitled.
He's subtitled.
I am the yarn.
He says, "Welcome."
Well, thank
Thank you.
you.
What are you looking for?
Where are we?
Is this the Himalayas?
Yes,
Are you a monk?
I am the hermit.
Oh, the hermit. Okay.
We come from where Noah came from, St. Cloud.
Yes,
Is
the
it
woods.
is it important to what's going on here? Is there a reason why your home and their home intersect this way?
Yes, I'm sure it's important. Everything is important.
Did you cross the other doors in the forest?
Oh no, I've never been in the woods. I'm always here. I'm watching.
Watching what?
He suddenly he seems to have something on his hand, a rod of metal, and he hands it to you. Look,
Yes. What is it?
it looks like a telescope or something like that.
I'll just look through it.
You
To
look
the
through
sky.
it. See,
It's a kaleidoscope.
when you pick it up, you see that behind the man, you see something that you didn't see without the binoculars. You see behind the mountain,
Mhm.
occupying the whole sky, there's a cat doing stupid shit. Not that. There's a gigantic web, and also in the web there's a gigantic spider in the sky.
What the?
We are not going up there, Garfield.
Yeah, 2 points of fear. for you.
2. I have
Yes.
-1.
Okay.
Oh
good.
dear.
So roll a panic roll.
It's a D20.
Yes.
Okay, let me.
I'll tell you about the modifiers.
Okay, I'll just roll and then I'll tell you the. It's a straight roll, right?
Okay, so 1d20 plus your wits modifier minus
Okay.
your current fear points. Well, minus.
Okay, so it's 4 plus 1. It's 5 minus 1.
No, it's not. No, that's your current fear points, not your. So what is your wits?
My wits is 15.
So you have 16. No, you have So you have 16 fear points. Is that so? That's a lot. You have all that.
Well, what the hell? No, I have 8 because someone told me
Oh,
that my fear points are half, rounded up my wits.
That's your panic threshold.
Yeah, that's the panic threshold.
so
Okay,
you
so you have 8
start-
fear points. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so
you
you-
start with a number.
Okay, so your roll is 1d20 plus 1 minus 8, so minus 7.
So it's -3.
Okay. Okay, so you are paralyzed with fear. 3 rounds. For the next 3 hours, you'll have a -3 penalty to all rolls.
Minus what?
-3 penalty.
Ah,
to
-3. Okay. And I'm paralyzed, right?
And for now, you are paralyzed. Yes.
I'll drop the telescope.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Don't worry.
I'm just staring at the spider that I can see now.
Well, I'm going to look. I'm going to look
only he
through it.
saw that,
And
right?
Yeah.
I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to look myself.
Okay. So you can add 2 fear points, and you see a gigantic spider. And he says, "Don't be afraid. That's just Shantila. That's the spider." She's protecting.
Okay, I had 4, so now I have 8, so I passed my panic thresholds
Okay, so
by 1.
roll a panic roll.
Remind
1d20
me how it is.
with modifier minus current fear points.
1d20.
Yes.
Sorry, repeat.
1d20 plus wits modifier
Okay.
minus current fear points.
Okay, so 6. My fear points are 8, so it's a less 2.
So it's a what?
Less 2.
Minus.
Minus 2, yes.
Okay. That's bad. Okay, so you are paralyzed as well. You will suffer a -3 penalty for the next day, and you will gain 1 derangement. I guess in this case,
Arachnophobia.
arachnophobia will work. Yes.
Yes.
Both of us?
Or agoraphobia. But
Okay, the hermit now is worried about you. Repeat, don't be afraid. She's protecting us, and you don't look through the telescope.
I'm petting the dog. I'm like, do you know this dog?
Of course I know.
Is it your dog?
But it's not my dog, but it's the blue dog.
Oh, I will say getting it now. Like, I see. You are the hermit. It is the
Yes.
blue dog.
Of course.
And up in disguise, a spider, I gather?
It's
And
called
I will look
Shanti.
at the other two and decide I am not going to look at the telescope.
He says,
what
don't
was this?
worry. Everything is fine.
And what's the spider's name?
Shantila.
Is that a name that means anything to me in occult terms? Or
No, absolutely not.
okay,
Though you might roll occult.
okay. And attuned senses probably not apply here, right?
The what?
The attuned senses for paranormal investigator.
Yeah, probably not. But you can roll occult anyway.
Okay, I've got a pretty decent occult, so 17.
Okay, so it could be Anguti by the description. So this is St. Cloud is still wretched, though you are using darker rules. So this might be the spider that the Arachnid Brotherhood worships.
Ah, gotcha.
The
So
spider
it's like the World Weaver sort of idea.
yeah. So yeah, it's
Okay. So
protecting the world from chaos.
So I gather that this is a totemic place, and that these guys are like, archetypes or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I will. I will be very respectful of the dog now, but continue petting it.
So why are you here? Asks the hermit.
We're trying to figure out why the woods are dangerous and see if we can set right anything that might be wrong in them. But that may be a task too large for people.
As far as I know, they have been always dangerous, and they will always be.
And the sea too, it seems.
Maybe.
Is it
But
is
not.
it a place?
It can be. Maybe the woods have tainted everything around it. There should not be a town there. But it's there, so.
Whatever's in the woods seems to be corrupting the people, or perhaps the people and their attitude is feeding the fire of whatever's in the woods. But either way, I thought to break the cycle in some way, but I don't know how to do that best.
Yes. I don't think anyone has tried. So maybe you can try. Why not?
Because we're mortal, but that's not a very good reason, is it?
You could try, you could not try, you can go back where you came from. No one will notice.
All the more reason to fix it so people will notice.
Just be careful. You're not the only ones there that know about it. I've heard of someone else.
Do you know a name?
No, those informations don't cross over.
And you
I
didn't
know
see
that.
them?
Sorry, I didn't
And you
understand.
did not see them?
Oh no, I don't see you over there. The dog comes and goes, and
Other than Noah, is there anyone else who's visited you from there?
occasionally someone comes around, but they never talk to me. They always stop before they arrive here. Usually they run away, which is good. I don't like visitors. I like to be here alone.
Oh,
I have to
well,
watch the spider.
if we're disturbing you, we could leave.
Yeah, it's probably
But I-
best.
But I
I have
think
to
the
watch
dog
the-
wanted us to at least talk to you a little bit.
Well, you must have his reasons. I will not question him. He has his reasons. I have mine.
Yeah, I'll look down at the dog and kind of, does he look like he's done here? Or
Yeah, he seems to be happy about it.
I'm like, is there anywhere else you want to take us? As I scratch behind his ear.
He starts walking towards Saint Cloud. Well, it's not Saint Cloud. Down the mountain.
Who's a good totem spirit? Who's a good totem spirit?
The hermit says goodbye and he picks up the telescope and he starts looking to the spider, apparently.
I will look at the other two and go, are you guys okay?
Then the
I'm
hermit,
drooling.
Mute. We follow you, but basically drooling.
Yeah.
I'll look at him and say, look, the first time you have a vision quest like this, you've got to understand that it will be difficult, but it gets easier.
You know, Isaac, the fucking spider. Did you see the spider?
It was so big.
was
Humongous.
What species
Those-
was it, Felix? Think. What species was it? You're a man of biology.
What species was it? The spider? Tarantula?
Uh,
Black
nah,
widow?
It was a
Weaver.
strange spider.
A what?
Weaver.
Could be an Australian spider, maybe.
Australian spider, big one, nasty.
A little
Poison.
bit bigger.
Oh, it was a
than
big funnel web spider. Nice.
With hair.
Meanwhile, Ben, you were arriving when you see Isaac coming with well, they are coming behind him. They look like drooling idiots as usual.
Yeah.
I will photo up the rangefinder on the video camera and stow it again. And Ben,
Hey, what's going on, Dr. Herskovitz?
I tried to radio you, but yeah,
I never got anything.
it
I
went
just
on the
dropped
blink.
Noah off a while ago.
No, apparently when our blue friend, and I take it he's not still with us, or is he?
No, meanwhile, it disappeared.
Okay. Our blue dog friend appeared, and apparently that keeps the radios from transmitting.
What happened to those two?
they saw something.
Spider.
Yeah.
Don't say
They saw-
spider.
They
It
saw
reminds me
something
of it.
scary.
Figuring.
Of
We're-
her.
We may need a mental health moment.
I need a drink.
In this town? Oh, well, a drink we can probably manage. Do I need
Yes.
to take them down to the bar or something? Because the only other place is the clinic.
Well,
We
the
are
pub-
all going to
well,
be
ooh,
eaten by a giant spider. It's
the
a
pub
spider
and the
that
circus
eats
both serve
squirrels.
food, and they're both
Oh.
on this side of town. So
Okay.
Yeah, let's go to the circus drink.
really, okay. I thought after what you saw, you might want to go to the pub instead.
No, I need a drink now.
No,
Yes.
no, I get it. The
So
only
remind
way,
me,
the only
guys,
way out
what
is
happened-
through. So by all means, let's drink with clowns.
I was about to say,
It's less
remind me what
scary.
happens gang
Mhm.
mechanically when somebody runs out of fear points.
What someone runs out of?
Yeah, because Gauthier has no fear points left, right?
I have -2.
Well,
Minus
they go up.
-1. Sorry.
Now
Yeah.
we should
No, they go
try to
upwards.
recover
Mhm.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna find them some carousing. Yeah, we're gonna take at least till tonight. We're gonna take some time.
The carnival is a good way to route, yes. Let's go and see the clowns.
Or we could just take you to a bar and let you, drink yourself shit faced.
Yeah, but then there won't be any use to us tonight at the church.
Oh, well, that's a good point.
So you're going to get drunk
I'm not
at
going to the church. Yes, let's get drunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't there one of those dolls at the carnival?
Not a doll. There's
Zoltan.
Zoltan. What's
Yes.
it called?
Yeah, the future seer, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those machines that
Yeah.
tell you the future.
I'm going to try that.
Tonight?
You're going to die.
Yes, why not? After I'm
Well-
shit faced, I'm going to see what it tells me.
Well, now it's O'Reilly's pub.
Ah, okay. We're going to the O'Reilly's. Okay, I thought we were going to the carnival.
No, the nearest
the same-
joint.
Almost the same thing. There's O'Reilly's and there's that small.
Well,
bar.
we can eat at the. So
O'Reilly's.
yeah, let's go to
Food?
O'Reilly's.
Really?
Yeah, there are.
I figured
there
we'd
are-
just get a bottle and let you guys drain it.
Oh,
Well, some onion rings, and we need something fried
Yeah.
to go with some calamares.
Yeah, fried fish.
They
Peixinhos
don't
da
do that
horta,
in
yeah.
U.S. bars, but you could get like a basket of fries
Onion rings.
and onion rings,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Calamari, not so much.
So,
In
well,
fact,
it
if you're
depends.
unlucky, you might end up with a Scotch egg.
Well, I was about to say it depends. I mean, this is a coast,
Yeah,
fisherman area, so seafood places would still offer
Is-
it then. So
Well, we'll go to O'Reilly's and see.
yeah, we'll see what they've got. I just want some coffee and pie.
Well, I don't know about Riley's pie, but
Yeah, pie they don't have pie, but they have seafood. Seafood they do have because there's no restaurant here, so the O'Reilly's
All on a
pub.
seafood diet.
also-
I seafood, not eat it. Ba-dooch.
don't. Okay.
Okay, so you start getting drunk. You can get 2 fear points back because now
Yay! I have one. Yay!
yay! I
Nothing
have
like
0.
liquid courage.
you are.
No,
Liquid courage is
I
best.
have 1 exactly.
I'm not getting drunk, but I will play darts with somebody.
Ben will play darts with you.
I will get
He's-
drunk and
He's
I will
just
play
smoking
darts with
cigarettes and
somebody.
drinking coffee. I'm
Yeah,
in that
and-
full cigarettes and coffee mode.
Yeah, and I do continue
Slurp.
to use my thermometer in my coffee and take careful note of the temperature before I drink it.
I'll get drunk and start drawing spiders everywhere.
Now, see, the idea here, Felix, is to get your mind off of the issue, not focused on it.
So I basically
was
tell you
gigantic.
guys that Noah recognized Robert. So we have an eyewitness who recognizes Robert. He recognized his handwriting sample. I mentioned this to the doctor, who is not terribly impressed. But then again, he had an old lady complaining about her cats. And now Ben says, I'm a little worried we know where the cats went.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but the cats were freed, so there's no problem there.
Do we know
You
where
think
the
they'll
old
go
lady
home?
lives?
Okay.
Unless they go through a portal.
I was about to say, for all we know, they end up on Mars. They become the cats of Ulthar.
Yeah,
you
yeah. Either is equally likely in this place, apparently.
They end up in the Dreamlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Summers and Gauthier are otherwise busy, I will bring Ben more or less up to date on what we saw.
Ben's sitting there going, good Lord. You
uh,
saw a giant spider?
Isaac, didn't you record the old trip with the camera?
I will try to play it back and see how much of the footage.
Okay,
is
so
actually.
you try to play it back, but you can't see anything. Just static. That's just nothing. Well, you picked up the first image when the dog appeared, but after that, it just went.
I will take it back past that just in case we can get it home or whatnot and do something to maybe glean something off of it. So I won't tape over it again. But yeah, I will look at them kind of like, yeah, I was afraid that might happen. I'm kind of amazed. My previous Vision quests have not been physical in any way.
Everything
But
about
I
this
also had
place
not
is weird,
pulled
Doc.
someone back from the Oblivion before either.
Everything about this place is weird.
Now, should we go to the church? I hope they don't have spiders there.
I didn't
Well,
see any. I didn't
Not
see
as
any.
big. Probably small spiders.
If there were spiders, I didn't notice them.
Is everybody good? Does anyone need to go back to the hotel and sleep it off?
No, I'm cool now.
You do.
I don't want to go to the church. No.
But
You
Dr.
want
Summers,
to
we
take
might
you-
need
take you
your,
back to the scary hotel where you could be alone until we get done.
With spiders.
you know, the pastor might show up there to visit you.
Well, according to your opinion, I'm just projecting.
Okay. Ben didn't actually say that. I think Professor Gauthier may have suggested that, yes.
We went through a portal or whatever it was. There was a blue dog. Then we were in Nepal, and there was a fucking giant spider that eats squirrels. I want to go and take a nap.
That seems like a very reasonable request. Okay. We'll drop you off on our way
we
to the
will
church.
leave in time to get her to
Yesterday,
the
a guy
hotel.
came from a guy. We did a seance, and the guy returned from the dead. The day before, we got lost in the woods, and Professor Erskowitz disappeared through a door.
Okay, what we'll do is we will drop her off at the hotel and go to the church,
Church, yes.
so that she is maximally alone at midnight, and we're at the location. I feel like this is going to bite us, but I'm not sure from which direction at this point. So-
Yeah, I need something to make me forget the fucking spider.
Oh, I hope that you don't get anything that outweighs, giant spider in the sky.
What can go wrong, right? Now.
I mean, I could make you a list, but you don't want to hear it.
I'm
Okay,
also
so you
hoping.
dropped. Yes.
I'm hoping a good night's sleep would help me improve my panic threshold and recover.
Yeah, so you probably should take a few Xanaxes. And then...
Yes, I will.
to bed.
Guys,
Okay,
we should get her a coupon for a spa day when this is over.
Well, they'll have a
So
lot of
you-
those in Santa Barbara.
You drop Dr. Summers at the hotel, and then you go back to the church. When you arrive, you see that the Reverend is in the house, and when you park the car, he comes outside.
He lives there.
He lives
In
next
the
door.
rectory, I assume.
He lives there. He lives near. So
So he's
you-
already seen us.
Yeah.
This heist has already gone off the rails.
Well, maybe we can just get him to let us do it. So
That's
Ben
true.
walks up to him, shakes his hand, says, "Hey, how's it doing?
Hello. Nice to
we,
see you again. I
nice
mean,
to see you."
have you seen him before? I'm not sure.
Me,
Yeah,
not me. No.
No, they
I-
met each other for the record
Yeah.
thing, right?
Well, at least some of you did. Okay.
Yeah, Ben did. It's Ben
Yeah,
and
he
Dr.
would not
Summers.
have seen Felix and I.
So Ben introduces Dr. Hertzkovitz and Professor Gautier and reminds him that we're with the Applied Neurocausality Center from Santa Barbara.
Oh Jesus Christ.
And
And we do a
that,
lot of doctor, father, doctor,
Yeah,
father,
yeah,
father,
doctor, yeah.
and so he
Nice to
says,
meet you again. Oh, you had a female doctor with you last time, right?
right,
yes.
yeah, she's currently resting. Yes.
Oh.
Of course, tell him where I am. Thank you.
Yeah, she's sleeping
She's
alone in the room.
7. Yeah, it's beautiful, right on the corner. Has a balcony. We didn't hang any garlic up or anything.
Yeah. If you want, we can give you a key.
Make of that what you will.
Anyway,
She's pretty talkative though. You'll
Yeah.
about 2 minutes in, you'll want to tell her to shut up.
anyway, so the reason we're here, Reverend, is that we're continuing to investigate unusual events, and we have reason to think that your church may be a locus. So we were hoping that we could set up tonight and set up some instrumentation in the church so that we could record some instrument readings right around midnight. Would that be all right?
What kind of instruments?
They detect electromagnetic waves, variations in temperature. You have a thermometer. Variations in temperature. They detect electrical impulses in the air, subsonic sounds.
Mm.
Basically images that might be outside of the usual human spectrum. Basically a wide array of sensitive instruments designed to detect unusual environmental phenomena.
So I suppose it won't produce any noise, right?
No.
Oh, no. We'll be quiet as the grave.
That's the grave. That's a nice way of explaining it. Okay, no problem. So where do you want to put those things?
Well, if we could go into the church, we'll just set them up in various rooms. And then when we're done, we'll come back out. And if you like, we can lock up. I mean, we just need to make sure everything's set up right around midnight, record our instruments, and then we'll go.
Very well.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate it, Reverend.
We'll start setting up the multi-field detector and the infrared thermograph and all
And
the
the
good stuff.
recorders.
And
And
then
I guess we'll
kind
wait
of-
till he gets bored with us before we move it all to the room.
Yeah, we'll say very boring things, use technical terms that
Yeah.
we're fairly confident he doesn't know or that aren't even real, but they're
Yeah.
just kind of there to confuse him and to make him feel
Here's
like,
a bunch of science stuff.
yeah.
Okay, so after a while, he starts feeling sleepy, and he says, "Okay, you know the place, right? So I'm going upstairs."
Yeah,
Sure
we'll
thing.
lock up and we'll put the key under your mat. Is that okay?
Okay, that's good. That's no problem.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Reverend.
God
And
bless
then
you.
once he disappears, I show you guys the room with the metal door. Which,
But
if the
it's in the
routine I
basement,
did still worked, it's not locked.
and it's in the basement, right?
Still not. Yeah, it's basement. It's still not locked, and it's still the same, exactly the same way it was before. It's empty.
Nothing special about it.
No,
Well, that's just what's special about it. It's
Does
the
it feel-
only room like this in the place.
Yeah.
It has a metal door, and there's nothing in it.
Does it feel dreadful or anything when we get close to it or in it?
you feel a strange, something strange there, yes. But not.
Do we still smell the kind of weird
Yeah.
smell?
There's a weird smell inside.
Burn, right?
So I look at you two and say, "Well, this is why I thought this might be worth our while. This is odd."
No, this
I mean-
is good instinct. Yeah.
Do you want to stay here in this room the whole night?
Well, why don't we set up some instruments in here and just see what happens?
So you are all inside the room right now. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Suddenly the door closes without
Oh.
anyone.
Oh, damn it.
Oh fuck no, please.
I did not think to jam the door open. I
Really?
didn't think about that. Yeah. So let me
Really,
go.
Jacobs? Really?
Oh, come on! It won't be locked because I broke the lock. Let me go open it.
I
So I
blame
go to open the
science.
door.
Okay, so you approach the door to open it, but it doesn't budge. Apparently, the door fixed itself since last time.
Okay.
Now what, Jacobs?
Well, this is paranormal phenomena. This is what we do.
I'll light up my lighter.
I'm going to sit in the center of the room and take up a lotus position and kind of start clearing my head.
I just start smoking my Camels furiously. I'm just sitting there puffing away, looking at the walls, looking at the ceiling, and then every
I'll-
once in a while I'll go and try the door.
And I'll start looking for spiders.
No spider. It's very, very empty inside. What you notice is that the temperature seems to be rising. It's getting warmer inside.
Okay.
Maybe it's cigarettes. I don't know.
Are we going to burn, Jacobs? Is this an oven?
Doesn't look like an oven. It just looks like a room with a metal door.
Yes.
It smelled scorched before, though, right?
Yeah.
It still does. Well, no, it smells like a cigarette.
Yeah.
So is the door warmer than the room, or is it?
Well, when you touch the door, in fact, it feels a little bit warmer than the room. It wasn't before, but now it feels.
Okay.
Aside from my lighter, is there any light source? Another light source in the room, or something glowing faintly, or
No, there wasn't none. The room was entirely empty, so there was no light. Yeah, that's it. I forgot about that. Yes.
okay. Now we'll just wait and hope for not. I don't know.
Does it keep getting warmer?
No, it stays warmer than it was before, but not
Oh, okay.
not really
Interesting.
unbearable.
But the door is warmer than the room.
The door feels a little bit warmer, but it's metal. Whatever it was.
Okay, so probably outside it's hotter than in here, so it's a good idea not to open the door.
Ben looks over at Dr. Herskovitz. Doc, this is not within my, bailiwick. Do we try to force the door open, or do we leave well enough alone? But then how do we get out of here?
I think we leave well enough alone for the moment.
Okay.
If our theory is correct, something will happen. When the door opens next, I would not be surprised if it does not open back out on the church.
Felix, hear someone calling your name. Felix, it's a female voice.
I'll just start looking around to see if I can see anyone.
You can't see anyone, but you can hear the voice again. Felix, come here.
I'll start walking towards the voice.
Okay, so you take the only light there was, and you go away. You see a woman.
Professor Gauthier, where are you
Does
going,
it
man?
appear like he moves out of the room to do this?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But the woman seems to be far enough to be outside the room.
Do I know the woman?
No, and she looks a little bit strange because she's naked. I didn't mention that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll start walking towards her.
She has black hair, very long hair.
Mhm.
It goes down to her waist, but she's naked and she's
Yes.
frightened or something. She's
Yeah, Miss,
come here, Felix.
is there? Can I help you?
Yes, I'm afraid
Oh,
of the
come
dark.
here, come here.
Are you saying that out loud, Felix?
Well, I'm
No,
talking. I
yeah,
don't know.
He was. He's talking to someone or something, and suddenly disappears through the wall.
Felix, up.
Oh no!
Now
He
you
took the
are.
light with him.
Yes.
Wait, he actually hasn't because I'm smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, and I've got a flashlight. Yeah, and you should as well. But
Yeah, true.
I want the light out because I have a feeling there'll be a light around the door here in a bit. Like I'm waiting to see if something lights up in the room because light has been a facet of all these doors thus far.
Okay, so the
and
woman,
looks over at Dr. Herskovitz and says, Doc, I don't think Professor Gauthier is in the room anymore.
I'll open my eyes and look. My God, Felix, what have you gotten up to?
He was talking to somebody.
so the woman extends her arms towards you and she hugs you. And she
Oh,
says,
they're there.
Hold me in your arms, Felix.
I hold her very tightly.
I'm very frightened. And she approaches her mouth to your face, and she kisses you.
Oh.
I'll give a French kiss also
Yeah.
with some
Okay.
tongue action.
And suddenly you feel like something is invading your mouth.
Oh,
Something
Jesus.
large and viscous and disgusting and warm.
Not a spider, please.
No, not a spider. It's her tongue, but her tongue is it's very
Blah.
Very-
Yeah, I'll try
And-
to pull
yeah.
it.
You try to, but suddenly the tongue is inside your throat and going down.
Ugh, I'll try
Everyone
to.
loves a party girl till she pukes in her
Oh.
mouth.
I'll try to
Roll.
vomit. Roll a
Toughness roll.
vi-
Target number 15.
Okay, so a 10. It's I don't have any plus, right? With 10,
Okay,
I
so
don't have any.
You are
No.
choking.
No. With the 10, I don't have any bonus.
No.
Okay, so it's 16.
Okay,
16.
So then you start choking, but you don't suffer damage. The tongue is going inside you, but
I'll try to.
take it outside. Okay, so then do a strength roll to push the tank from inside.
Yeah. Okay. So an 8, it's -1 probably, right? Strength 8.
Yes.
Okay. 14.
Okay, so you try to take it out, but the tank is stronger than you. So you are just stuck with it inside you, and you just try to push it outside, but it's
Can I
stuck.
bite the tongue?
You can try to do that, yes.
Ooh.
But before you bite it, do another toughness roll.
Okay. Now it's 11.
Okay, now you start suffering some damage. take one. You
Okay.
suffer 1 health point
Mhm.
damage. This is just
Yeah.
and you try to bite it. Okay. Okay. So you start biting that. You don't have to try because it's inside your mouth. So you start biting the thing, but it's tough. Even though it's a tongue, but it's tougher than it looks.
Okay. So I'll try to, as I bite, I'll try to with my hand try to push it out.
Okay. So do another strength roll.
So it's 16.
Okay. So you start pushing it from inside your mouth, but there's a point there that it seems to be stuck inside you, and it was it went further than you expected. Now you are pushing and you are feeling something painful in your innards. It seems like you are pushing your innards outside.
I look down. It seems my innards.
It might be, yes. Do you want to push it outside? Maybe something will come outside of you that it's not just a tank if you push too hard.
Can I see? Okay, if this is my innards, can I see a point that I took from what I took out?
No, not yet. You are feeling something.
Okay.
It's
I'll
not coming.
continue. I'll try to take it off.
Okay. Okay. Another strength roll.
14.
Okay. Now you feel like you are pushing something from inside of you, and now you are very certain about it.
Oh fuck! Do I have some kind of cutting tool?
I don't know. Do you?
Isaac, do I have some? Did you give us some kind of cutting tool? Oh, probably I have some kind of scalpel scalpel
Yeah,
from
we
my.
have- We should have utility tools
Yeah.
like
Okay,
like a
I'll-
leather
I'll-
run or whatever.
Okay, while I'm holding with my hand I'll cut the leftover. You know.
Okay. So roll a melee. You don't have to have anything special. 10 will be enough for that.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
natural 20.
we don't have anything in our equipment list.
Okay, natural 20.
Special to that.
Okay, so you grab your scalpel and you cut the tongue from you, and it worked. Suddenly, the thing screams, and it disappears from where it
And-
was.
And the woman.
Yeah,
Also disappears?
the woman disappears. Yes,
Oh,
but the,
okay.
the tongue is, well, the piece of tongue that you had stuck
No.
to you it's still there.
And it's
You have-
still moving.
No, it seems to be dead or something.
I'll try to
whatever.
remove it all.
No, because it's still stuck inside. You cut it outside and it's still stuck.
Fuck. Do I sense the place where it's only the tongue and not my innards?
Oh, now you start feeling something weird inside of you,
Oh,
like a feeling of something corrosive dripping inside of you.
Ew.
You suffer 3 damage
Three?
points.
okay. I'll try to vomit. I'll try to spit it out, vomit, whatever.
Okay, do a toughness roll. Now, target number is 15.
Okay. So I got 13. No, yeah, 13.
Again, you try to spit it or vomit, but the thing is still dripping inside you. You get 2 more damage points. And now, Ben and Isaac, you see Felix again. He's coming from the corner of the room towards you, and he's trying to vomit something, and he has something strange coming out of his mouth.
I'll grab him. Felix, man, where are you
I'm trying.
Uh,
I'm trying to you see, I'm trying to push it out and vomit at the same time.
so I look at Doc Hershkovich and say, we need to get him to the clinic now. I have no idea what that is in his mouth, but we got to open the door and get out of here.
Can I
The
try
door-
again to?
You work
can I
on
try
the
again?
door. I'll see if I can help him, and then
Yeah,
I'll
the
look to
door's
see if I
working
can
on
help
the
him
door.
clear this thing out of his throat.
When you said door, the door opens.
Okay, we're
Son of a
ready.
bitch.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so now there's light outside, and you see there's a very strange black thing coming, dripping a corrosive liquid from it. You don't see what could it be, but it's something that is stuck inside of him. But he cut it, or someone cut it, and it's dripping something.
Right.
I
So
will. Yeah, I'll grab our sensors and close the door and follow behind Ben and Felix to the van.
I was about to say, I don't know that we should even worry about it. We can just run to the clinic fast.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, just
Oh.
jump in the van, lock the door, keep the key with us because we're going to have to come back and get our stuff, including to see if we recorded any.
Can
of this.
can I try again to see if I can?
Yes, you can. Roll toughness again. Target number is 15 again.
Okay, last time it's the last time that I'll try to do this. Okay. Oh, 17.
Okay, so you push it outside again, and suddenly maybe it's dead now, whatever. But the thing lets you go, and you vomit the rest of it. So it's just a bit of something, black flesh or something like that.
I'm gonna get it into an evidence bag or something.
Yeah, we'll have to show it to the doctor when we get to the clinic.
Do you have
So-
some? Do you have something?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Water. Give me water, something to drink, please.
He better not drink anything until the doctor looks at him.
Is water
We have no idea what the
neutral
effect will be.
enough, you think?
I mean, for all we know, he has a perforated bowel.
Your mouth tastes like shit now.
Oh fuck. Okay, I need a drink
Okay,
again.
that's
Another drink. Didn't you hear the woman
What woman?
inside the box, the room?
No.
You disappeared from the room.
Just
Yeah, because-
please now.
Yeah, because I went to her.
I think the spider may have done more damage than you realized, Dr. Hershey.
No, it
No,
was
I
not a
think-
spider. Believe
I
me.
think it was trying to pull one of us away. This is a hunting technique.
So I'm just kind of smoking
drive
camels and
like
driving as fast as I can to the clinic.
Felix, I know you want something to drink, but it's probably not a good idea yet.
You arrive at the clinic again, and this time the person in there is not the same. You see this woman here.
Here, get him inside, Ben. I'll fill out all the paperwork.
So I take him in and tell her that we got an emergency. He's accidentally swallowed something that looks like it's
Yeah.
really hurt him bad.
Oh yes,
Excellent. Something corrosive.
come please.
And we need the bag with the black whatever it is, so she can look at it.
Yeah, I'll hand that over.
Does it look like it has any barbs or anything on the tip?
Yes, it does.
Ugh.
The part that was inside of him, there's something there that was. That seems like it's strange. It's biological, but it seems like barbs. Exactly. That's it.
It's like you swallowed a bobbit worm or something.
And there's some blood on that side of the thing. It's his blood, of course.
Oh wow!
It was her tongue, man. Believe me. She was kissing me.
That looks like a hagfish. Are you sure there was a tongue involved?
Yes. 2
Okay.
times to be more precise.
Oh, gracious.
So the doctor starts looking at you, and he seems worried. He calls another doctor. He asks him to come to the clinic because he needs him to take a look at the patient. And then he gives you some medicine, and then he will. So some of the medicine is a sedative, and you start falling asleep. Meanwhile, the old doctor comes. Ben and Isaac, you are waiting, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
What the hell did happen here? Yes, some
We
burns
show him the
inside.
bag. We show him the bag.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, we don't know. He swallowed it at some point.
And then he spit it up.
This looks like there's a weird fish. Was he fishing or something?
No.
We're not sure what he was up to. He wandered off for a bit, and when he came back, he had already encountered the thing. What he was telling us didn't make a lot of sense, and we couldn't make out what he was saying very well. And I'm lying like a rug when I say that. Yeah.
He has some burns inside of his mouth. I believe there may be some internal damage, but we'll have to do some more tests. I don't think it's poisoned, at least.
Thank you for your
Everything
quick
else.
response.
I've asked for some help because this might take some time. So I asked another doctor to come help me with this. And well, if you need some help, if you need some information, then I can. This will take some time. So if you want to go back to the hotel, I can call you later.
Certainly. Thank you. And
I
then
think
I guess we'll go back and get our stuff from the church.
Okay, so you are going back to the church.
Yeah. Oh, I don't
When
like
you arrive there, you see that the reverend is coming up from the basement, and when you arrive, he looks at you, and he asks you, "So we were down there?"
Oh, we were. There were some readings coming from a room down there.
No, yes, I see. And
And,
something happened.
Yes. I don't know. One of our members, he ran afoul of something in somewhere here, and yeah, he swallowed something.
Swallowed
caused
something.
Yeah. We're not sure what happened to him. Really, we lost track of him for a little while.
No, that's. Well, I wouldn't advise you to go in there because there's no light, and I don't know. It's a dangerous place, maybe.
Well, I was going to suggest to you that no one go in there either.
Well, I had the door locked. I don't know. How did you get inside? Wasn't the door locked?
The door opened itself, as far as we can tell. We thought maybe it was on, not plumb. It just sort of swung open.
Maybe someone has been messing around with it because the door. I'm very sure the door was locked. I kept that door locked. I don't know. I
guys.
remember the last time I opened it.
Hey guys.
I'll have to get someone here to fix the lock.
Somebody tried to take a shot at President Trump at his golf course at Palm Beach.
Oh no! Good.
What again?
Yeah, the details, they heard shots. They found an AK-47 in the bushes. Apparently, whoever took the shots ran off.
But they shot him or just shot?
They shot at him. There
Really?
were shots. Yeah, I'm posting some stuff in the Red Room.
Okay.
Good grief.
That's
Crazy
weird.
people.
Well, they tried once.
Yeah.
That's very weird.
Well-
I think at this point you can say, well, maybe conspiracy theory.
No, now they probably what they're going to say that is fake. Oh no, it's fake again. He's trying to do this for attention.
They always have the same answers.
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah, we'll let the. Yeah, would you prefer to lock up? We'll ask the.
Sorry?
Well, we'll
What
ask
is
him if he prefers to lock up, and we'll get our equipment.
Oh yes, well I left to call someone to fix the lock. Because if it's the entrance down there, it should be locked. How is your
Yeah.
friend?
We don't know yet. I think he's got some burns in his throat. I think he ate something poison, maybe a poison berry or something. We were hiking earlier. There's no telling. And yeah, I'm lying to cover up, but I'm suddenly like trying to compartmentalize ourselves from these people. So yeah, we'll gather our stuff up, help him lock up if he wants, and then we'll get out of town or get to the hotel at least.
Okay, so you
I'll try to
You
sleep.
and Felix?
you guys leave, right? Are you going back to the hotel?
Well, that's I was asking Ben if one of us should stay with Felix. You think?
Yeah, I guess so. And then somebody needs to go get our equipment. And
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming we gather our equipment up as we leave the church. So,
oh, right.
but yeah. Do you want a Rochambeau for it? Because I think we also need to watch Dr. Summers just in case as well.
Well, that's fine. I mean, I can watch Professor Gautier, and
All
you
right.
can watch Dr. Summers.
Okay, then that's what we'll do. Hit me on the radios if you need a pickup. I'll probably be up most of the night.
Felix,
I will-
you were sleeping. You don't know how long have you been sleeping, but suddenly you wake up and you see that someone bending over you. A man is bending over you.
Is Isaac or Ben?
No, it's a reverend.
Whoa.
Whoa, Reverend. Why? Personal space. Back off. Back off.
Well, it's not that.
Oh, okay. Reverend, what are
Mr.
you doing
Gautier.
here?
Dr. Gautier, how are you?
Oh,
I've
I'm-
heard that you had some problems at the church.
yes.
Okay, I have to feed the cat. Just a moment. She's trying to destroy my monitor.
Oh, Sylvia, I think you're in trouble too. We've left too many strays in vulnerable positions here.
I have some time until he feeds the cat.
Why must he be like that? Why must he feed the cat? Oh wait, that's a very deep cut George Clinton song. Did y'all get Atomic Dog in Portugal?
Atomic Dog? What's that?
Yeah, George Clinton song from the
Mm,
mid
no.
'70s.
No, I don't think so.
It just asks the musical question: why must I chase the cat? Because it's the dog in me. And I think it's a metaphor for something.
Perhaps it's just projecting.
It could be. Sometimes a cat is just a cat.
Yeah.
There's no credible evidence that anything Freudian is going on in that song.
Well, you should put that on a t-shirt.
I'm going to work that joke to death until the news cycle flips again.
Oh God.
This bears all the earmarks of enemy action.
So, how many more attempts do you think Trump is going to have?
Oh, no telling. No, hopefully no more after this.
The question is how
Hopefully
many
they'll put him in the
is going to
Pope-mobile.
survive.
It's in
Oh,
November. The elections are in November, right?
Yep. First week
Okay.
of November, yeah.
Okay, it's about 1.5 months more to try and
If
dodge
they
the bullet.
If they keep trying to kill him once a month,
Yeah, probably
It's-
they will manage to do that.
okay. So you were saying,
Oh, I got, yes. I don't know what happened, but something got inside of me, and well,
Yeah, sorry to clarify, Ben is going to join him, and then I'm going to go camp outside Dr. Summers' room.
Yeah, I'm going to sit in the room with Professor Gauthier. At this point, I'm not sure what happened, but I feel like I need to keep an eye on him.
okay, so you get inside the room and you see the Reverend is in there. Which
Hey,
is
Reverend.
because somehow you arrived before you did, but never mind that. Hello, I was just checking on your friend.
yeah, but
Yeah, strange night. So,
oh,
Reverend, why is there a room in your church with a metal door but nothing inside?
and why there's a woman inside that room?
I'm sure there was no woman in there.
N-
About the door, yes, that's a strange question, but I don't know because I've been here for 10 years and the room was there already.
You've never
And,
been in it?
Oh, I've been in there, yes, but there was nothing
And
inside. I didn't need that room, so I just left it as it was.
and you never saw a naked woman inside that room. And I'll describe the woman to him.
He looks a bit. Oh, not really. No, I haven't seen any naked woman. Not just inside that room or inside the church. in
Yeah,
general.
because
Or
she
ever.
was the one that gave that to me.
Oh,
A
okay.
bad case of herpes.
That's a very odd situation to happen inside the church. Well, to happen in anywhere.
Yes,
Well,
very strange.
wait. Tell me again about the woman. Was
And
she alone?
I'll do, and yes, she was alone, and I'll make a full physical description of her.
She looked a little bit like a gypsy, right?
Did she?
Well, she could be. She had dark hair, dark skin. Well,
Okay.
dark
Yeah,
like
probably. Yeah, probably.
white
Probably
Dressed
you,
like Stevie Nicks.
yeah, probably you racist.
face. Was there a midget?
A what?
A midget, a small man.
No, just a woman. Why do you ask about a midget?
I don't know. I just
Somebody's got a fantasy.
So, Reverend, do
So-
you have reason to think that the woman would be present and might attack Professor Gauthier? Who would this gypsy woman be?
And why there's also a midget?
And let's forget about the midget for a minute. I want the Reverend has already kind of copped to knowing something about this woman.
No.
Yeah.
No, now I'm concerned about the midget because I don't know what the hell I swallowed.
maybe was
You
it
swallowed something that was like a hagfish that came out of her mouth. And the worst part is you did it on purpose, dude.
Yeah,
It was a tongue, she was naked.
that's why I shouldn't kiss anybody.
Yeah,
Just
was naked.
don't know. No, unless you know the person.
We'll
hagfish
put
tongue,
Felix. Yeah, we'll put
monkeypox. It could have been anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll put Felix through the Lady of the Evening training later, so that he does not guess.
So the Reverend says, well, it's kind of strange, but I had a nightmare about the circus.
Are
And there was-
there gypsies and midgets in the circus?
It's
Well,
a circus.
yeah, it's a circus.
Yeah. But do you know that woman or the midget?
No. Roll wits.
Oh, it's 16 plus 17 total.
He seems to be lying.
I imagine that Felix sounds like Robert Kennedy Jr. right now as he starts.
Talking like this. um, yes, but
I'm watching the Reverend's face while we're questioning him.
well, but did this dream start when the circus moved in, or you had them before?
No, it was recently, and there's no circus here.
Yes, there's a circus.
There's a
in town.
carnival, but not a circus.
Yes, it's the same. Yeah.
Not exactly, because there's no one there. No one is working. Well, there's the guy, the Italian man. He's the
Oh,
owner.
okay. The ringmaster. Yes,
There's a ringmaster, but there's no circus.
but
Isn't actually a ringmaster. He's the owner of the carnival, but he does dress like a ringmaster.
yes, but it seemed that you recognize at least the description, because when I told you how she looked, you immediately asked if there was a midget also. So
Well,
I must assume it's a pair, at least the gypsy and the midget.
in my dream there were more people. There was a gypsy woman, a midget, a big man, and a sword swallower.
And they did something to you?
They didn't do anything, but they were looking for me, and they were trying to harm me.
But any particular reason, or just because?
Who knows? It was a nightmare. That's how nightmares work.
I look at Ben. Well, forgive me, Father, but now I have to get some rest, if you don't mind.
Hey, Reverend, I'll take care of Professor Gauthier. Why don't you
Yes.
and I go talk outside for just a minute?
Yes, of course. Let's go. Okay, so you go outside, and
So I take a puff from my camel and I look at the Reverend and say,
Oh,
"You're
just a-
sure?"
I'll be back in a second. He approaches the woman standing behind the counter, and they talk a little bit.
That's rude, Ben. How dare you?
She seems very close to the Reverend, probably too close to the Reverend.
I'll keep an eye on them. I'm going to try to read their body language. Let me see. I have
So roll psychology or something like that.
no. I have interview, interrogation, investigation, research.
Okay, roll investigation.
Streetwise. Okay. Ah, it's a 17 on the die. I think that's an 18 adjusted.
Okay, so let's say they are having an affair, probably. It looks like they are close enough for that.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'll stub out my camel and put it in the nearest ashtray. Probably one there by the door. They used to have them that had like little sand ashtrays by the doors, even in hospitals. Anyway, I'll go back in, come over and say, Professor Gauthier, I'm not sure what's going on with that Reverend, but he and that chick at the front counter are really close. I mean, close. You can
Yeah.
tell it from their body language.
I don't know if reverend is really a reverend.
I feel like we do need to go check out that carnival now, but you got
Yes.
hurt pretty bad.
Yes, and I think he knows who the woman is, and we also must find out about that midget.
Okay. You also mentioned a sword swallower.
Yes, and the big guy.
Sounds like freaks, you know? It's
Yeah.
like how they have the guys who do the sword swallowing, and you have the strong man, and you have the
It's only missing.
midget.
It's the we only missing the bearded woman.
Yeah.
Maybe the gypsy.
Well, if you
woman.
have a woman who has a hagfish for a
Yeah.
tongue,
Yeah,
that beats the beard.
yeah, by a long shot. Yeah,
You may have ended her career.
I hope so. Well, but now I have to get some sleep if you don't mind. Today it was a full day for me. Spiders and gypsies. And I'll try to sleep.
Okay, I'll kind of go outside the room, shut the door, find a chair, sit next to the door. I'm going to make sure nobody goes in or out without me being present.
The
Everything about
Reverend
this
is
is
not there anymore.
What?
I was telling that the Reverend has left.
Oh yeah, I look over there. I'm assuming it's just the woman, and
Yeah, it's just
so
so
yeah, I was
you are
trying to-
going to stay there in the room or outside the room?
sitting outside the room. Kind of guarding the door, getting increasingly pissed off at these weirdo people in this weirdo town.
Okay, next day.
That wrath working on me.
Next day, you wake up, Ben. You wake up. Eventually, you fell asleep, and you wake up in the morning. You wake up with a cup of coffee being delivered to you by that woman, the one
Oh, nice.
who is supposedly having an affair with the Reverend. What is your charisma?
Oh, let me take a quick look. It is. Oh, it's just an 11. I'm very ordinary.
Well, she smiles at you and she says, "Here's a cup of coffee. Do you need anything else? Would you like a donut?"
No.
A donut. Magic word.
Wait, donuts? You have donuts?
Oh yes, I have a box there.
I will definitely have some donuts.
Well, if you want to, we could share a donut or two donuts maybe.
Yeah, sure. Whatever. So I go over and grab a donut.
Yeah.
So she takes it to the kitchen and you start eating donuts and drinking coffee.
Yeah, leave your post for a donut, Ben. Thank you.
Dude, what can I say? I've been jonesing for a donut in this stupid one-horse town.
So the donuts are pretty good.
Well, finally. Now I know where the good donuts are, at the clinic. Yeah, they probably get them imported. They have a Krispy Kreme in the next town and they send it over.
There's another cafe that sells donuts, but it's not the diner. It's some other place. She says, "So what happened to your friend?"
Well, we aren't real sure. He got badly hurt. We were doing an investigation over at the church.
Oh my God, the church! This happened at the church.
Yeah, we're with University of California at Santa Barbara's Tank Center. That's the Applied Neurocausality Center. We do. It's all this high-end scientific work.
Oh God.
It's but basically it has to do with neurological impacts on human beings of various unusual phenomena. I mean, I'm really buttering it up. And all that sort of thing. And Dr. Summers, she's back at the hotel with Dr. Herskovitz keeping an eye on her, and Professor Gauthier got hurt while we were doing our investigation at the church. And from what I'm hearing, he may have been attacked by some gypsy woman. Do you have any idea what that might be about?
That's very unusual. I don't know about any gypsy woman in St. Cloud.
I see. Well, anyway, so he got badly hurt, so we had to run him over here to the clinic. I mean, it's not the first time we've had something strange happen here. It's so it's so odd, though. I mean, it happened when we were in a room there at the church, and the Reverend says he never uses it. He never even opens it.
Oh, there's a metal door in the basement. Is that the
Yeah.
room? Yes. Yes, I don't think the Reverend uses it anymore. Or if he ever used it, I don't know.
Yeah. So the church predates the Reverend coming here, though, right? I mean,
Oh yes,
presumably that room and that metal door have been there for a while.
it was. I'm not sure if the previous Reverend used it or not. I really can't remember. Maybe. Yeah, I think it was a storage room, probably.
Okay. Kind of weird that it has a metal door, though. I mean, it's the only metal door in the whole place. For that matter, it's the only metal door I've seen outside the sheriff's department in the whole town.
Yeah, I never thought about it, but yes, it's a bit strange. I can't really remember if the metal door was there before or not. Maybe
Okay.
it was. It probably was. But I've never noticed it. I never thought about it, actually. I never thought it was
Gotcha.
important.
So do you know anything about that carnival? We haven't been there yet. We keep hearing about it.
Oh, it's nothing special. Just the guy came here years ago, shortly after the Reverend arrived, actually. But this is not a touristic place. It's, sometimes in the summer we have the Salty Sea Days Festival, but people don't come to St. Cloud looking for a carnival, so it didn't last long. And the man is a little bit crazy in the head.
Do they have like a freak show or something like that over there?
No, I don't think
Fire
they.
eaters, sword swallowers.
No, nothing like that. There were some attractions, but nothing like that. Just the usual things in the carnival. But
I
as
see.
I say, it didn't last long. It wasn't busy enough to keep a business like that open. I have no
So
idea
it's
what went around in his head to open a carnival here. It's
okay.
probably
So it's just
money.
kind of sitting there.
Yeah, now it's sometimes he opens it when there are some small parties.
Okay.
It's a strange thing.
So you say that they came to town not too long after the Reverend did. Is that right?
Yes, it was about 10 years ago as well.
Well,
At this point, you hear someone getting close, and you hear the door opening, the door to the kitchen, and it's the doctor, Dr. Anderson. He smiles. Hi, Angie. I didn't know you were here still. Oh, you are here. I've noticed that your friend is in the room. What happened to him?
well, he seems to have swallowed something. We brought it in and showed it. It's like a long, black, barbed worm-like thing or fish-like thing. He was seems like he was attacked by some woman while we were investigating the church. He was
Oh,
off on his own, and so we didn't see precisely what happened.
that's very
But
strange. But you remember that the doctor was here last night. He was the
yeah,
one. Yeah, but it doesn't seem to. He's now looking at you with a very amazed face, and he seems to be listening to this for the first time.
Doc, you were here last night. I mean, I saw
Oh,
you.
no, I
You know
wasn't.
about all this, right?
No, I wasn't here last night.
Well, then who was here?
I don't know. Arthur probably.
Arthur?
Doctor Hart, Doctor Gain. I think he was here last night.
Well, we
You
had
think
somebody
so?
here who looked just
You remember
just
that he
like
called
you.
someone last night, so it probably was Doctor Gain.
Okay. Well, he looked just like you, and he called an older doctor to come over.
Oh no, I am the only one. All
You're
the
the
others
only
are,
doctor in town.
no, there are a couple of other doctors, but they are younger, much younger than me.
So I look over at her and go, "You were here."
Well, we've met, but not last night. I was here
So
when you
she's
brought Noah.
so I'm looking at her going, "But you were at the front desk when we brought Professor Gauthier in.
She looks at you. Yes, I was here.
So who was the doctor on staff last night?
No one?
Well, then who was it that was treating Professor Gauthier?"
No one. I called Dr. Gain. Well, he eventually he came by. But that's not what you remember.
So no, that's not what I remember. No. So I look at her a moment. I look down at the donuts. I grab one, shove it in my mouth, start to chew furiously. And I, through the donut in my mouth, I go, "Excuse me," and I get up and go check on Professor Gauthier. I want to make sure he's still there.
I'm dead.
He's still there.
Okay.
He's,
So I shut the door behind me and I come over to Professor Gauthier and say, "The doc claims he wasn't here last night, and the front desk lady claims he wasn't either."
Then who treated me?
According to
You
her,
remember
she just
seeing
called.
the old doctor.
Hmm?
You remember seeing the old doctor, but
Yeah.
he was the one that gave you the medication and the sleep
Yeah.
aids.
The doc in the other room also says there are no old doctors in town. They're all younger than he is.
Unless he has a twin that is also a doctor.
Yeah, but he didn't say that. He also said there was no older doctor to call.
I want to. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is happening here?
I don't know, man. It's feels like a 2 box of donuts, pot of coffee, and 3 packs of cigarettes problem. If I just had enough time, a cork board, a lot of string, and some index cards, I'm sure I could figure it out.
Now I know what people feel when they're on drugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you ingested something bad.
Yeah, but it wasn't drugs, unfortunately.
Well, at least Dr. Herskovitz has the sample of whatever it was.
Does he?
Yeah. Yeah. Does he? Yes. But now it's gone, right?
Dr. Raskovitz, what are you doing?
I am probably sitting outside of Dr. Summers' room.
Stalker.
Not sure if I'll be awake or not. Is the next question you like.
Yeah, probably you fell asleep. And Dr. Summers wakes up in the meantime, and there's
How many fear points did I recover with my Shanax?
you can recover 1 fear point.
Okay.
Yay.
Oh, 2 fear points. You slept.
Yes. And I put some cucumbers on my eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, At
That's not
roughly
good.
about 7:30 or so, I will knock on her door to get her up.
Yeah. Okay. So she might be wake up already. Because
Yes, still wait.
She was.
Yeah. She. Good morning, Dr. Summers.
Good morning.
We had pardon my sitting here, but yeah, we had a situation last night, and we thought it best to put a guard on the door.
Where is the guard? Oh, you mean you?
Yes.
But
When you're
what
ready,
happened?
we'll go to the diner because I'm in desperate need of
Okay, let me get dressed. Not that I'm undressed. I'm in a robe.
I imagine you're
Fluffy
talking to me
bedroom.
through a crack in the door anyway.
Okay, give me 10
Okay,
minutes.
so an hour and a half later, she comes out
Yeah.
the door like, oh. And I'll give her a look like you're going out like that, and then she'll go back in for another half hour.
So what happened? What incident?
Felix, we definitely had an incident in the church room, and Felix wandered off into some other pocket of space, and when he came back, he had been injured.
Hmm.
What we got out of him didn't make a whole lot of sense, but we did get a specimen. Ben is there at the clinic with him. He was lucid and speaking through the whole process, so unless something has changed,
So he's okay.
well, he's damaged, but he's going to make it as far as I can tell. And I'll
Okay.
click on the radio and go like, "Hey Ben, I got your ears on. Breaker Ben, breaker Ben."
That church is a bad place. I think we need to be careful of portals that in bad places.
I'm not a fan of your preacher there either.
Oh, I thought I was just projecting.
No. I thought you were receiving, but I think he definitely is the one projecting at this point.
Well, let's go to the clinic and see how is Felix.
Yeah, and as I drive there, I'll tell her I'm 100% sure that he knows the true nature of whatever's in that room.
The Reverend?
Yeah,
Yes, but he's not going to tell us, of course.
of course not. And I have not had a chance to look at the equipment to see if our findings actually, made it on the tape or.
Oh, you should have done that, Dr. Eskovitz, instead of
findings?
staying guards.
Which findings do you mean?
Though that's very nice of you.
Well, every time when we spoke to him, he was very curious about you. And that's why I figured you might be his next stop if we gave him the opportunity.
Well, I think if I'm out of his way, you'll forget about me. That's why I didn't want to go to the church.
I'll nod at that. All right, so we
Dr.
pulled-
Eskovitz, did you check your sample from last night?
yeah. I guess there's time while I'm in the hallway. to do
Okay,
that.
so your bag or whatever it was is empty now.
Oh, the sample of the creature or whatever.
Yeah, the sample. Yeah, the weird tongue is not there anymore.
Did it just evaporate? Is there any like ectoplasm or any residue?
No residue. It's just empty.
I will hand her the bag while I'm driving and say, well, that did at one point contain the creature that came out of his throat. Elusive is not the word.
So you have the sample disappeared?
Yep. I wouldn't open the bag though, just in case there's some sort of residue we might be able to.
Okay, you open the bag and notice apparently nothing was in there ever. It seems absolutely clean.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
think someone messed with the bag?
I mean, it was with me all this time, but that's not a no. I think spooky action at a distance, isn't that what Einstein called it?
Well, if it came from if the specimen came from another dimension, it may have go back there.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's meet up with them.
Okay, so you go back to the clinic and you meet Ben, who is probably
Hey,
still
Ben.
eating.
I'll show him the
So
bag, and
wait, you don't have the tongue snake
no,
thingy?
and it never left my pocket.
So something weird has happened here. You know, we came
Definitely.
in last night and you saw the doctor. He was here, right?
Yes. Why?
Well, this morning he comes in and says he wasn't here. And the woman we saw at the front desk says he wasn't here, that she called another doctor, but not this old doctor we saw. Oh, no. He says there are no older doctors here. Wait. If the tongue disappeared, is Professor Gauthier still injured?
Mm.
So I go back in and
Yeah.
go to
Yeah,
Professor
we'll all
Gauthier and
file
say,
in and gather around his bed.
I'm
You were
floating.
there, and you
I'm
weren't
floating.
there, and you weren't there.
so it's like, Professor Gauthier, how does your stomach feel this morning?
You
How
still
does it-
feel in the
Yeah,
end,
burning.
but
It's-
your mouth is still burning, and if you look at it, there's still some strange marks inside.
Yeah, it still hurts. Why? What happened?
Every evidence of what happened to you has disappeared, other
What,
than the injury you've suffered.
The tongue?
Tongue's gone.
Well, at least the good doctor saw it, right?
About that.
What? What?
Doctor doesn't remember seeing you.
Sorry?
He doesn't remember being here last night.
He treated me. How he come? He doesn't remember. And the other doctor, the older one.
I mean, I think we can infer why.
Well, and the priest, whatever, was here this morning. He wanted to talk to me. I told him about. I told him about the woman that I saw, and he seems that he recognized at least. He said probably that she was a gypsy, and he asked me if there wasn't with her a midget. So I think the good Reverend knows what's happening down there. And I think he's afraid of the circus carnival.
It's not terribly surprising to me.
When I talked to the woman at the front desk, she insisted there was no freak show or any kind of attractions at the carnival. She talked about the guy being crazy, but she did say one thing very interesting. The carnival came about the same time the Reverend did.
So there's a link between the Reverend and the carnival, right?
Well, based on what the Reverend's own statements were, it sounds like it. Sword swallowers, gypsy women,
Yeah,
midgets.
but it seems that the Reverend is afraid of them. I don't know why. He
I
said he
don't buy
had
what
a
he's
bad
saying about
dream.
that room.
And we know
Ye-
that Noah has been up the mountain, but the hermit said that someone else comes up the mountain, but they avoid each other.
It will be the Reverend, do you think?
Maybe. I mean, he definitely seems to know about at least one portal. It stands to reason he might know about more of them.
Yeah, but what aside that, I'm getting real confused about this doctor situation. What the hell doesn't he remember?
I
He
think
was here last night.
I don't think he was here last night, or if he was, I think his memories got taken away with whatever was in this bag.
And the other
Well,
doctor, the
Dr.
older
Summers, Dr. Summers, there's a concept in physics of multiple realities, right?
Mhm.
Like there's an alternative reality, or many of them, where different events happen relating to the same timelines. Is it possible that after we went into the room and came out, for a time we were somehow not quite in our usual timeline?
Yes, but there's another thing that I'm thinking. You say the Reverend was here last night, Felix, right?
This morning.
This morning.
morning.
Okay. No, I was thinking when he was over you that it was in the night. Okay,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
already in
morning.
the morning.
And
It was
morning.
still
It was night, right?
yes, it was night.
Ah, it was night during the night.
Yes, it
Oh,
was
I thought
night.
it was in the morning. Okay.
How did you know what happened to you? Did you guys found him when you left?
I saw him leaning over Professor Gautier when I came in to keep
Yes, but
Professor
how did he know
Gautier.
that you were on the clinic?
How the Reverend know?
We didn't
Yes.
tell him.
Did you saw him when he was on the when do you found him when you were leaving the church?
No, we
Then
just
how
jumped
did
in
he
the
know
van.
to come here?
No, we met the Reverend when we went back to the church.
Oh, okay.
Now, did the Reverend come see you in the meantime somehow, Felix, or
Yeah.
is the
I mean, he was
timeline
somehow
working?
here before I got here. I
Well,
walked in and he was already here.
Yes. Yeah. So he arrived before you.
We left him. So wow.
How
But
did he get?
he's got that room,
Yeah. So
so
we
he
are.
must know how to use it, and it must have been important enough to start erasing tracks for him to start trying it immediately.
So we have a suspect Reverend that has some kind of weird connection with the carnival. We have a doctor that doesn't remember treating me, and apparently he asked for help for another doctor that doesn't exist. Right? The nurse also doesn't remember last night. Did
Yep.
she was in contact with anyone, the nurse, after they treated me?
Wasn't she the one calling the doctor to come?
She says she was the one to call the doctor. Yes. Shoot, Colin.
But Ben, have you told us about the doctor and the or the Reverend and the receptionist having a relationship?
Yeah, I go ahead and tell you guys about that as well because I told it to Gauthier.
Well, then that
So,
could
you know,
be
these two were super
Yeah.
close.
that could be his source of information there.
Yeah, and
Yeah, but
Probably-
she didn't remember either.
Right,
yes,
but if he's up to something, maybe he has a way of hypnotizing or
yeah, but
suggesting or
who the hell was the other doctor, the older one?
See,
Jim.
they claim there is no such doctor.
Okay.
So who was he?
let's do a sketch of it and ask some people around town if they've seen a guy.
Well, the man you saw looked exactly like Jim Anderson. Jim is the owner, but he says he wasn't here. So
But the older doctor that he
We're
called.
talking about the older doctor he
Yeah,
called.
older.
Okay.
Hugh Gallant.
Okay, yeah, we'll
Oh,
get you to sketch him out, or as well as you can. Whoever our best sketcher is can do it.
now what? I think the Reverend, if he's not the key to all of this, at least he knows a lot about it. What is happening here?
How are you feeling?
Still hurt?
Out of character, how many hit points are you on?
I don't know.
Because you should have recovered 4 overnight. for being in the clinic.
Yeah, you should recover something. Yes. Okay, so you can recover
How
3
many?
points.
3?
Yeah,
Okay. And fear points. How many?
2.
2? Okay. Well, I'm a little better, but
Okay, now it's time for you to tell me what are you going to do in the next session.
kill the
Oh.
priest.
That could be the title of a. That could be a title of a scenario. Kill the priest.
I don't.
We could
well,
take him
We
down
have to
to that
go to the
room.
carnival, I think.
well, at least we
Yeah,
I'm
the
should.
carnival.
still interested in Carpenter's story, so we need to prove that he is really the guy that disappeared. 'cause
Oh yeah, Noah
that's
recognized.
where our Nobel Prize is going to be. So let's
Yeah.
not forget about that.
Yeah, we'll let you know that Noah recognized him, so we
Mhm.
can
And
document that.
also try to dig a little bit on the carnival side of the story to see if there is any
Yeah.
connection, or at least they know, at least if they know the priest, the reverend.
Okay.
For the carnival, maybe.
Okay, so that's the plan.